Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow are iconic games that revolutionized the gaming industry and laid the foundation for the Pokemon franchise as we know it today. And in this video I discuss 5 ways in which they changed Pokemon games forever. Now I know what you're thinking, these games are the first Pokemon games, so how did they change something that didn't yet exist? Essentially it is about how they laid the foundation for what Pokemon games should be, what now 28 years later Pokemon games are. Having said that, let's jump straight into it. Number 1. Introduction of Gotta Catch 'em All. Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow introduced the concept of catching Pokemon, training them and battling with them. The idea of Gotta Catch 'em All became a fundamental aspect of the Pokemon gaming franchise. I would argue the most important. This idea encouraged players to explore the Kanto map extensively, seeking out as many different Pokemon as they could possibly find in order to complete their Pokedexes. This concept has literally become the hallmark for all Pokemon games since, and is argued that it is the best achievement for all Pokemon players. Every game in the Pokemon gaming franchise gives you a unique reward for completing the Pokedex, and it all started in Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow. Number 2. Trading and connectivity. Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow focused on trading Pokemon between players using a Game Boy link cable, as you couldn't get all 151 Pokemon in one game. This idea is also a hallmark of the Pokemon gaming franchise, as it highlighted that the Pokemon games aren't to be played by oneself but to be played with others through trading and battling. This feature is apparent in all Pokemon games, and over the years we have seen the creation of many large Pokemon communities across many different social media platforms, focusing on trading, focusing on battling, information sharing, guidance and even just making friends with like-minded people. And again, it all started in Red, Blue and Yellow. Number 3. Gyms, Rivals, Elite Four and Champions. Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow aren't known for their great storytelling, as they are simple games with simple game mechanics, but they introduced fairly robust ideas, I guess. The idea of 8 gym leaders, the Elite Four, a champion and a strong rival. All of these concepts have been ever present in every single mainline Pokemon game to some degree. This is a winning formula, a fantastic premise that can be used to make all Pokemon games great. We have seen some iconic gym leaders, some iconic gym battles, Elite Four members and even champions over the past 9 generations of games, and it all started again with Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow. Number 4. Legendary Pokemon and Mythical Pokemon. Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow introduced 4 legendary Pokemon in the Legendary Birds and Mewtwo, and also a mythical Pokemon in Mew that could be obtained via a glitch. Legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon have been staples of every generation of Pokemon games since. Also from Generation 2 onwards, they have always been on the cover of the latest Pokemon games. Legendary Pokemon were seen as mini bosses, tough to beat and even harder to catch as they had low catch rates. Not only that, they would usually be hidden away somewhere hard to find. Mythical Pokemon became mysterious, elusive, like Mew, and still remain to this day as elusive as ever. But this concept of legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon once again started in Red, Blue and Yellow. Number 5. Post-game content and replayability. Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow did offer post-game content and activities such as catching the legendary birds, catching Mewtwo, rebattling the Elite Four to get stronger, completing the Pokedex and even checking out hidden areas of the map that you may have missed. Also, as the game had a lot of glitches, exploiting glitches were also a great activity to take part in post-game. Now these games were brilliant because not only did you have the main story, but you also had fantastic post-game content as well, and this became a hallmark of Pokemon games since. Now the emphasis on post-game content, this set a precedent for future Pokemon games to include fantastic end-game experiences, fantastic post-game activities, encouraging players to continue playing the Pokemon games long after they have completed their main playthrough. Now honestly, I could go into detail about so many other aspects of Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow and how they changed what Pokemon games should be today, but I think personally these 5 ways are the main ways in which they laid the foundations for the winning formula that, well, pretty much every single Pokemon game since Generation 1 has followed. Now what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with the points I made in this video? Do you disagree? However you feel, let me know in the comment section down below. Right guys, that's pretty much it from me. That's all I wanted to discuss today. If you have enjoyed the video, please do drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe for more Pokemon gaming discussion videos. I want to thank you all for watching, and hopefully I shall see you all next time.